Welcome to episode 2 of the Yip Strickler Experience, and today we have a very special guest. Chip, I don't know how you pulled this one off. Joining us today is the Massachusetts Golf Association's Most Improved Golfer of the Year award winner, Desmond O'Grady. Des, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Yip. Pleasure to be here, man.
Just a little backstory here. The winner of this contest receives 2 first-class tickets courtesy of Delta Airlines. And just a few weeks back, I received a tip from an anonymous source making me aware of this contest. And the original winner, well, let's just say I was a little skeptical about whether or not what he had done was even humanly possible, okay? Because this is the most improved golfer. Massachusetts Golf tracks this from July the 1st till November the 15th. It's not based on just how much you lower your handicap index. They have some type of improvement factor, because otherwise you could just be like a 54 handicap and you get down to a 30. It's whatever. You still stink. You don't deserve an award for that. Basically, to put it into perspective, what happened, the original winner of this contest went from a 17.5 handicap index on July the 1st down to a 3.5 in 4.5 months. Now, if you know anything about the game of golf, that's pretty much impossible. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I will say highly unlikely that something like that could happen. And for those that don't know much about golf, to put it into perspective, it would be like me in my 40-year-old rec basketball league where I'm averaging 4 points a game. Let's say in real life, I average way more than 4 points. I would like to get that out there. But let's just say I only average 4 points a game, and then 4 months later, the Pistons sign me, and I'm scoring 24 with 8 assists once a game. I dunk from the free throw line. It's just probably not going to happen. So I did a little post out there kind of expressing that I didn't feel real good about the situation. Massachusetts Golf reached out to me, asked me to pull it down since they do so much for the game of net golf. And I could tell they were doing a little investigating. I agreed. My hats are off to them. They did the right thing. And now we have the winner, Des, who, let's see, Des, when the contest began, you were a 12.5, and it looks like you got down to a 5.8. And obviously, the people are going to want to know, how did you improve your game so drastically in a short period of time? So let's just get to the beginning of this. It's July. Obviously, you've probably been playing for a few months leading into the contest. What's going on with your golf game?
Yeah, so I heard about this contest in 2024, and I entered it, and I didn't come anywhere close. I mean, I think I lost a couple of strokes, but didn't come anywhere close. But it seemed like, it was a good measuring stick. So I joined this winter. It's called the practice grounds. It's this winter. I'm from Massachusetts, like you said, so can't play in the winter. I just
I feel your
practice
pain.
facility. Yeah, it's a lot of pain. But yeah, I joined that. And yeah, just grinded, put a lot of hours in, I guess, work on the mechanics, kind of going, you got cabin fever, so all you're really thinking about is your swing and the mechanics. And then spring comes and I start to play, and I'm honestly not playing too great. Not really reaping my rewards. And like you said, July comes, so that's when the contest starts. I think the first round of the contest, I do a match with my best friend. I just get smoked. I was just just kind of I was just I think I'm just overthinking way too much. I did all the physical work. I got the mechanics down. It's just what's missing. I kind of that was not I didn't hit rock bottom, but maybe it was just time for a reset. So I just kind of honestly was just trying to changing my thinking instead of fixating on the score. And I don't know if you do this, but I always okay, I'm 1 over through one, I'm 1 over through two, I'm 1 over through three, I'm 1 over through three, I'm going to shoot six. So it's just it only ends one way, and that's
You can't do
badly. So
that. Yeah,
you
that
can't
never
do
works
that.
out well when you do that. No.
You cannot do
And
that
yes, I do that every single time I play. Yes.
every single time. And I think I personally I did it so much I got fed up. So stop doing that. Just focus on growth as a player. And I wasn't I wasn't yeah, just focus on growth as a player. I didn't really care. Ironically, when I stopped caring about my scores, that's when they dropped the most, go figure. But yeah, I just focused I wasn't really fixated on the scores. I was just fixated on my swing and do I feel like I got a little bit better from hole 1 to 18? If I did, then good. And if I didn't, then what's up with that? So that was kind of July, and then August at my home course, they had the women's Mass Am, and I was able to caddy in that, and I caddied for a really good player, a really high level. And there's a all the players there are really high level, golfers and high D1 and all this. And the girl I caddied for, my friend Alexis, she played lights out. I mean, she was just hitting ridiculous shots. At first, like she would ask me for advice like here and there, but then like in the practice round and the first round, but then kind of like in the second round, that's kind of where things turned around. She shot 5 under. It was the lowest round of the tournament, and then we just kind of like clicked. But like her like asking me for advice and trusting me that much, and a player of her caliber like trusting me that much, I was kind of like, it was a lot different than my weekend caddy loops where it's my dad's friends. They're 60. It's like how far it's like 170. Where's the pin? It's on the right. Oh, okay, that's that. I kind of stepped it up a bit. It's whatever. It's 166. Pins on the right. You want to aim a few yards left because it's gonna fall down, et cetera, et cetera. So I kind of just after that I was like, why am I not doing that to my game when I play? Like, there's no reason. I might not hit the shot exactly where I want to, but I at least know where it should go, so I might as well try. Um, and
So
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 that
wait,
was
you're a caddy. Are you a professional caddy? What's going on here? How long you been caddying for?
so yeah. So I've been caddying since I started playing, both in it was 2013, summer 2013. That's like half my life. I'm 26, so a good chunk of it now. But yeah, I've been caddying pretty much every weekend since then. I didn't really caddy in college because I was in Florida, but yeah, a lot of caddying, probably more caddying than playing, honestly, and that's honestly another big part of it. So not a professional caddy, but caddying for Alexis, it kind of felt like it. And the
Are
caddying,
you familiar with the Caddy Time app? Are you on the Caddy Time app?
I'm not. What is that?
It's Uber for caddies, man. You just sign up there if you need if someone in your area wants a caddy, they request one. If you boop boop boop, oh yep, I'll carry his bag. Click on it. You get paid on the app. Then they can tip you on the side if you do a good job. Just throwing it out there. I mean, do I have some type of financial benefit if this Caddy Time app goes to the moon? Maybe might be why I'm mentioning it. But I mean, you're a caddy. Get on the Caddy Time app.
I'll that will be downloaded for sure.
So no new clubs. This wasn't like you got fitted for a driver and like it just changed your life. Is this you're telling me this was like a mental epiphany?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's a pretty predominantly mental game. If
Well,
you
I
if
believe
you like,
that.
yeah, it's no joke. I mean, it all comes down to, are you hitting the fairway 6 inches between your ears ultimately. Yeah, that was really, this isn't a one size fits all like story or improvement either. Maybe you've done the mental work and now you just need to get the mechanics down. But for me, that's kind of what it came down to.
So the month of September comes. Okay. You had a September like I probably have never seen in all of my investigations while I'm just dedicating myself to protecting the game of net golf. I've never seen anything like this. Chip, can you pull up this photograph, please? Chip, you don't know how? I don't even know why I pay this guy anymore. Okay, well, I'll put it up here. Who is this guy? It looks like you just witnessed a hole in one here. Explain to me what's taking place.
Yeah, so that guy, well, one of them's me, and then the other is my dad. So that was the fall member guest 3-day tournament. Last day, they're completely out of it. I think they're in dead last. I was paying for my dad and his guest. This is the one hole slash shot I did not give any advice on. Hits a hole in one. He just steps up, first hole in one ever. We get where he hits it, and I couldn't really see it, but that's common. But then I get to the green, and I'm like, I don't see a ball. My dad's not like Thor. He's hitting, he's not juicing it 30 yards past the pin or anything. So I'm like, Dad, like check the cup. Or no, he's like, you go check the cup. I'm like, I run up there, ball in the hole. I scream bloody murder. People thought like something happened. Like it was that loud. I was that excited. It's his home course. He's the member of the member guest. So it was really cool. Worked out fast. It was awesome.
Can
And then
I can I
so
make a suggestion?
yeah.
I don't know if you're doing any kind of like Christmas gifts, but man, I really feel like your dad could use a pair of shorts from this century because those things are going all the way down to his ankles. I don't know if you're familiar with there's a group out there called the KKK, the Knobby Knee Kings. The Knobby
Oh
Knee
yeah,
Kings,
of
yeah,
course,
they
yeah.
They're big in the net golf community. I cannot stand when I get stuck playing a group with them because they play like classic rock music and they wear these shorts. They're not even. I don't know why I call them shorts, but I mean those things are. I mean, sure, okay. The benefits of the shorts he's been wearing. I mean, obviously he can fit a couple sleeves of golf balls in his pockets, but other than that, I don't understand the benefit. It's. I'm just saying, maybe get him a pair of shorts for Christmas. Go on. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. No, it's okay. As you can see, he's not a guy that gets his picture taken often or should. So, we're going to work on that. He wasn't prepared. Who could expect it? But
so you caddied for your dad. You caddied for your dad at this Memba Guest. He makes a hole-in-one. That's incredible. 10 days later, Chip, don't worry, I'm not even going to ask you. I'll pull it up here. I see this photograph, and it looks like you may have done something special. Talk to me.
Yeah, so first we're going to fast forward just 2 days. 2 days later, Monday, Monday, me and him both play that same hole. He hits in the hazard, I in the bunker. We both double bogey. It was like, all right, that was a good, that was a good moment, but it was back to reality. And then the next week, I almost don't even play that day. I almost don't even play. Like I forget. I had work earlier than I thought, so I don't even play. But I go and play at like 6:30. It's like raining. It's foggy. I have to go off the back. There's maintenance. I'm just like, all right, whatever. So I get to the 15th hole. Some kid, workers, cutting the grass. An asteroid could come down and you wouldn't see me. So I'm just waiting there for 5 minutes. He's finally like 30 yards past the pin, 30 yards to the right. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna step up and hit this. I honestly don't even hit it that great. I kind of just like whack it. It takes a bounce, and then like I like look. I'm like I don't even look for it. I just want to go. Like time's ticking. I get up there. I'm like, I embedded it. That's weird. But then I remember like it took a bounce. So I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. So I start running. I'm like, is it in front? Is it behind? Is it like what? And it's wedged next to the stick in the hole. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. We never had.
First, I hate to act this way, but I hate hearing hole-in-one stories because I've never had one. I'm really jealous of you and your father. It's incredible. Are you guys doing something? Are we getting something made like to commemorate this 10 day? I'm just suggesting maybe that's another Christmas idea. You guys need to have something like displaying the. Did you keep the golf ball?
I kept the golf ball. I actually still played with it after and almost lost it. So I'm like, all right, this is going in the safe of, whatever. But so like we did do a little, there's this gold tees tournament. I don't know if you ever heard of this, but it's actually fun. You just play from the gold tees, like the super seniors tee. It's a really fun tournament.
We call it the mustards.
The mustards. I like that better, honestly.
Yeah, we have yellows all the way up, so we call it the mustards.
Yeah. So the day my dad got hole-in-one, like I said, it was a member guest, so like it was already booze paid for. But for that, he bought alcohol for the day, and there was a couple signs with our names, and so it was a great month.
At the member guest at where are we at here? Is this Concord?
Concord Country Club, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Concord, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Concord. So at the member guest, the booze is free. It's all included.
It's included with the entry fee, which is
those are my favorite kind of member guests.
Yeah.
I go to somewhere like they throw you a little bone during the golf. There might be like a little cooler or something, but it's not all day. It's
not the full shebang. No.
Yeah, I need the full shebang. It sounds like your dad fit the bill for your ace. Is he buying drinks like crazy? Does he just buy a bottle, set it on the bar, and just walk away? Just be like, oh, if anybody wants to, does he go the cheapskate route or does he go all in?
No, this is no joke. This is a big deal. So there was plenty of beer, plenty. I think he flirted about getting a keg. Ultimately, didn't. I think he just bought a bunch of 30 racks and But luckily he offered. This is his idea, his thing. So I did not have to pay for any of it, but I was glad to co-sign on it.
Well, that's awesome. What a September! Congratulations to you and your father on the hole-in-ones 10 days apart from each other. Your whole summer, this is just pretty remarkable. We're gonna get to October though. Now we're moving into fall. This contest, it's getting towards the end, and I did go to my favorite app in the world, Straight to the Again, and I noticed that you posted 16 scores in the month of October, and you really started playing some pretty good golf, especially compared to if you were a 12 handicap in the beginning of the year. Your number is moving down gradually, and I saw two different 75s, resulting in 2.6 differentials. Those are obviously very good scores. Were those your low scores of the summer or the season,
Yeah,
I should say?
low scores ever.
So 75. That's your low. That's your low number. You did it twice in October.
Yeah, yeah.
Any memorable shots from those rounds? Chip ins, like par saves. Are you just, or are we just hitting it? Are we just hitting it down the middle, hitting it up on the green and two putt? What are we doing?
No, I've, luck's been on my side this year. In whatever, March, I had 0 eagles. Now I can say I have 4 eagles. One of them was the hole in one. That's 75. I chipped in for eagle from 60 yards on a par five. There was another round where I got an eagle. I hit 4 iron onto the green and putted. I was just finding ways to get it in the hole. I don't really know what to tell you, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I did also notice several 9-hole postings, and there seemed to be a couple where there were two 9-hole postings on the same day instead of just one 18-hole round posting. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm getting like questioned by Mass Golf again. What one of them was just, or a couple of them was I had lunch. I posted that. I always want to start. I can't wait to see my scores, especially when I'm getting to the end of the contest. I want to know. So I post it. I have lunch, and then I just I just post it, and then like after lunch I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna play or not. Played that day maybe a couple other times. But there was one. I think there was one day where I was waiting for a friend. I'm like, we're probably gonna play, 18, so I can just post it, but I'll just post a nine in case. And he bailed, of course. So there's a method to the madness. Another time, I don't know, like I think the signal was out, and honestly, I thought when I first I don't know when they stopped doing it, but they just combined the score, so I don't even know it made a difference. But
Yeah, so they just
uh,
started that last year, and I
okay, that
despise
makes
it.
sense.
I
Yeah,
despise it. And now, in most cases, if you're posting two 9-hole scores in one day, it's sandbagging rat behavior, okay? Because
okay,
it's actually going to. So for the contest that you're trying to win, it's doing the opposite, okay? It's
yeah,
gonna it's your differentials are gonna be higher. So, like for example, on October 8th here, you shot an 81 at Shaker Hills Country Club. Okay, you posted a 41 and a 40. So you had two differentials that day. You got a 9.4 and an 8.4. Now, if you just would have posted the one score, an 81, if we go to Yip Strickler's handicap calculator for potential sandbagging rats, we will see that the differential would have been 7.5. So it would have been lower than both of your 9-hole postings. Obviously, if you're trying to become the most improved golfer in Massachusetts, the posting the two 9-hole scores isn't really helping your case. So for you winning the contest, I'm not saying that you did anything wrong that led to your victory at all. I just want to make that be clear. Usually, it's the opposite. Now, there could be some circumstances where it would be different, like if you shot 36-46. Okay, now that 136 9-hole difference, that's going to be lower than your total score. But you know what? I'm happy for you. This is not a hit piece on Des at all. I would like the entire net golf community to know this. I'm just happy that the original guy didn't win it, because 17.5 to a 3.5, I'm sorry. That's, like I said, not going to say it's impossible, just highly unlikely. And, we get to November. The contest ends November the 15th, and that's when it ends. And I believe you just had two scores in November. One, which was a total dud, a 93, and then your final score of the year was a 79, good for a 4.8 differential. And so I'm assuming posting season ends November 15th in Massachusetts. I really should have looked this up, but at the end of the day, I'm just a fake independent journalist, not a real one, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. You're the winner. I mean, you did it. You get two first class Delta airline tickets, which is phenomenal because I refuse to fly coach. And it's mostly I hate flying, and I just cannot stand being by those normies back in coach. They disgust
Yeah,
me.
know your self-worth. That's a big thing.
Is there anyone out there that you would like to thank, that you'd like to give a little bit of credit to for you being able to win the most improved golfer in the state of Massachusetts?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be right if I didn't thank my dad. There's all the off-league course stuff. That's an endless list, but he got me into it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you hear that sound?
No.
Uh-oh. That could only be one thing. That's right. I just got another invitation to a prestigious private golfing club. Chip, let me have that, please. Oh, looks like I just got invited to Lake Nona Country Club in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Let me just put that in my little green book of prestigious private golfing club invites. This thing is filling up quick. Sorry about that. Go on. You were talking about your dad.
Yeah, no, that's more important. No, but my dad, like I said, there's the off the course stuff as a parent, but just as golf, he got me into golf. He gave me access to a good facility, you know, supportive, whatnot. Mr. Hole in One, inspired me and got the ball really rolling at the end of that contest. Yeah, shout out Alexis. I wasn't even really supposed to caddy for her. I think she wanted someone else, and I don't even blame her. But she got stuck with me. It was an awesome week. A lot of great memories. Um, my my golfing buddies. Uh, they're pushing me. They're making fun of me. They don't care that I won this. They just still want to beat me. So, yeah, yeah. So I have a great community at Concord. I also worked at Woodland Golf Club. Great people there. So,
Beautiful. We're going to hit you with a little rapid fire, complete random questions that are just coming off the top right here. These are just coming off the top. We're going to start with this one. Does Florida State University have the hottest co-eds in the country?
it's pretty tough to beat.
That's what I figured. Were you ever a figure skater?
Yeah, for one day, I was Chaz Michael Michaels. This reminds me, not related, but I do have to make my Instagram private. That's just remember that for later.
well, well, and don't worry, the screenshots have already been taken. So, I mean, you might as well just leave it public for now. Will the Patriots win another Super Bowl before the Lions ever make it to one?
Yeah, because they're gonna win it
Fuck
this
you,
year,
Des.
and the
God
Lions
damn it.
aren't
You're
going
right too.
to.
You're right too. I know you're right. I'm
Yeah.
just the Patriots just ugh. It's unbelievable. How are you guys this good again? It just drives me crazy. I don't even want to think about it. We already know I already know your lowest golf score. I always said this was off the top. That's making it seem like I'm reading from a script. I said
No, good.
okay, whatever. Where are you planning on traveling with these first class tickets? Do you have a guest in mind that you're bringing with you? A destination?
No, no guess. I'm gonna be selfish. Those first class tickets ain't cheap. I looked them up, so I'm gonna use one to visit my good buddy in San Diego, and then the other to go to my other good buddy's wedding in Tampa next August.
Awesome. Fantastic ideas. Most illegal thing you've ever done on the golf course? If you want to answer, you can. If you've never done anything illegal, you could say that. I mean, I've done a lot of illegal shit on the golf course. So I'm just curious what's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Well, I guess it's legal now, but when I was a teenager, smoking smoking pot.
It's
Yeah,
legal in
no.
Michigan. No, I 1,000%
Oh
condone it.
yeah,
It's
sorry,
legal
no.
here. Smoke
Oh,
away.
okay.
Um,
Yeah.
let's see here. I think we've pretty much covered everything that I want to discuss. The floor is yours. Anything you'd like to shout out or plug before we sign off?
Well, thank you to Mass Golf for doing the contest. Like I thought a lot of states did this contest. You said it's like the only one you know of, so that's really cool of them to do it. If you if you watch all of Yip's videos and you memorize them word for word and use more sports contests, you can follow my account or our channel, Sports and More Sports. I'll put in the comments or maybe Yip can put in the bio, but there's that. And yeah, thanks for having me on. This is a pleasant talk.
Sports, and more sports?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty catchy. I don't think anyone is going to forget sports, and more sports. And thank you, Des, for joining me. And thank you guys for watching. And, oh, yeah, thank you for supporting my fight to save the game of net golf.